Did you know that there is a spine condition more common in children than in adults? But while some children develop scoliosis during a growth spurt, this very painful ailment can also affect adults later in life. We met with spine surgeon Dr. Stephen Paletti and asked, what is scoliosis?
Scoliosis is a curvature of the spine. Most people know that their spines are straight. People that have seen people with scoliosis often see them bent to one side, one shoulder significantly higher than the other. Some people think that they have a hump in their back.
Verla Swaggart looks happy now, but not long ago she was almost totally debilitated and unable to do her job as an administrator for the city of Casey. The curvature of her spine from scoliosis was almost unbelievable.
Most people's spines are straight, 0 degrees. Hers was bent 60 degrees, so it was bent almost directly to the side.
I can't describe the type of pain it was. It was constant. At the end, I just had to stay asleep. That's the only way I could survive.
Verla had been to many of the major spine treatment centers around the country, and the type of surgery, which is traditional surgery for scoliosis, is very extensive.
This surgery would be 9 to 11 hours. Blood transfusions, in the hospital for a couple of weeks, and of course intensive care.
We were dissatisfied with the results of traditional surgery for scoliosis.
Southeastern Spine wanted to do more for scoliosis patients, and in Verla's case, they were able to utilize the latest technologies and techniques to help get the best possible results.
We see patients who have been through everything out there that they think is possible, and we come up with something new that's out there.
There's no other doctor I had ever gone to ever mentioned this. And when he told me that he would not have to cut me down the back, oh Lord, I said, well, how are you going to get in there?
This is the curvature that she had of her spine, and you can see how the vertebrae shift or translate one on the other. They don't line up. What we were able to do with somebody like Verla, who has a very complicated spinal problem, is to be able to make a relatively small incision in her side to take the discs out and to correct the spinal curvature. You can see how dramatic the curvature is here, and you can see her post-operative x-ray here. The nice thing about her surgery is that instead of having 2 operations to go through her chest and make a long incision in her back, her surgery was done through 10 incisions this long. Don and I have worked on this type of system. This percutaneous system is a system that we developed probably about 3 years ago, and it allows you to be able to put these rods in your spine without having to make a long incision. You can make little incisions, so the less you cut, the less trauma you have, the less blood loss, the less
the easier recovery?
Recovery, less pain. In a case like hers, she was able to go home from the hospital 48 hours after surgery with no blood loss.
Oh, my coworkers, they can't believe it. I mean, nobody can believe that a person can be changed like that.
Wonderful. She's my height now. She's probably about 2 inches taller.
It was like a different person. She grew up on us too.
And I walk back and forth the breezeway, and they all get a kick out of that because before I was humped over, but now I'm just as straight as I can be.